Hello and welcome. Let's just dive in and say cue the music.
Moving forward using all my breath. Being friends with you was never second best.
Yes, today we're going to be talking about Sky High. Sky High was released in 2005 and it stars Kurt Russell, who we discussed before, Linda Carter, who I, again, didn't really pay attention to back then. She's Wonder Woman and she plays the principal in this film. It's a really cool reference, but I was too young to really pay attention. Too young as in I was like a teenager and didn't care about superheroes back then. But now I appreciate it. And Danielle Panabaker, who was in a lot of Disney films during the time. She was kind of like under the radar, but at the same time was in a ton of stuff. So we're going to be talking more about her films and different things that she was in later on throughout the series. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is in this film, and that's not a name that's like a really popular name, but as I'm doing research I looked it up and she's from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which is one of my favorite films, and she's Ramona Flowers. So I'm just like, okay, she's awesome. I love Ramona Flowers. That's another film to check out if you guys are interested, because that one's fantastic, but it's not a Disney film, so we don't talk about it this year.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing.
Hey, you know Pac-Man?
I know of him.
Well, Pac-Man was originally called Puck-Man. They changed it because, not because Pac-Man looks like a hockey puck. Paku means flap your mouth.
That would be a rule breaker film. Go see that one. This film is very similar to Up, Up and Away. Again, we have a family of superheroes and the main character doesn't have superpowers yet, but yet he's going to Sky High, which is a high school for superheroes. This time though, he does get his powers a little bit later on. It's just delayed.
He's strong.
I'm strong.
He's super strong.
Will Stronghold does end up getting his powers, and this time it's a little bit of a sorting situation where, depending on your powers, you're either a hero or hero support, aka a sidekick.
Say, that's pretty impressive. For a popsicle, sidekick, hero. Sidekick. Super spit, sidekick. Acid spit, hero. Oh, hero. And a handsome one at that. Get out of here, knucklehead.
And that's basically the difference between being popular and unpopular. And it is a simple coming of age story at the same time. So because he doesn't have any powers in the beginning, he ends up with the sidekicks as well as his best friend, who is played by Danielle Panabaker. Layla's a very powerful person. She's able to control plants and it's basically like the poison ivy of this world. But she's a hippie type of persona where she doesn't believe in violence and is very peaceful, and therefore doesn't want to use her powers unless it's necessary. So she also gets put into the sidekick world because she doesn't want to demonstrate when she's put into hero placement. There's also your popular girl in school, which is Mary Elizabeth Winstead's character Gwen, and she ends up befriending Will because Will is the son of the most powerful superheroes in the world, the Commander and Jetstream.
All he wants is to live up to his family name.
My parents are the greatest superheroes on the planet.
It is like Harry Potter in a sense, where he has a lot to live up for. He is basically the Harry Potter of the superhero world and has to earn his own, but is automatically popular because of his parents and his background. Because it was in 2005, it is a very standard 2005 movie. It's a very standard teen comedy where there's the high school drama, the sabotage, the very predictable high school plots. He gets trapped into throwing a party that he doesn't want to. His best friend's in love with him, but he ends up going for the popular girl. Things like that. It's very, very typical, stereotypical stuff that we've seen done hundreds and hundreds of times before. The one thing that I didn't realize until watching it again is it's filled with so much 80s influence. And as a whole, we had so much 80s influence 10 years ago. You don't realize it until now you look back and you kind of knew it was there, but you didn't know how much it was there. And Bowling for Soup's I'll Melt With You is a very, very popular song that was redone.
I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and melt with you.
And brought into the spotlight again. But you also have Everyone Wants to Change the World in the opening sequence. And you realize how much 80s is in this film and in all the films around that time. I really do love Bowling for Soup though, so that was fun. I enjoyed that. The villain sidekick is also very strange. He's this weird jester who looks like he came out from Are You Afraid of the Dark?
What's the matter, kid? You don't like to laugh?
Overall, it is a cute film. I do enjoy it, and it's just a very standard film during the time. It's filled with 80s influences and standard teenage plot lines that make it seem so unrealistic when you really live out your teenage years and see it. None of this happened, but it is fun and it's cool how they do it. It's still unpredictable enough with the plot that it works, and it's still a really fun time. So it's a cute film. I just remember them playing it on Disney Channel all the time, so I remember it, but I didn't remember what happens in it. But it's still very enjoyable. I have nothing wrong with it. It's just a simple, fun film, and it's something that you don't want to overthink. Tomorrow we have made it to the end of our Marvel/superhero month, and I saved the best for last. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about Big Hero 6. So stay tuned, and as always, I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you real soon.